Hello, dear students. Let's see an operator called select operator in relational algebra. Select operation is executed on a relation or a table to select particular rows of the table. A table or a relation might be having 500 rows, but we are only interested in watching or viewing the rows of our interest. So that selection of the rows is done on the basis of some condition written with this select operation. Many times this select operation, when executed on the relation, authors write instead of condition, they write something called predicate here. Whether you say predicate or a condition, both mean same. As you know, condition evaluates either to true or false. Similarly, predicate is also a statement which evaluates either to true or false. And if our relation has n rows, let's say number of rows are n, then only those rows will be selected which satisfy the predicate or satisfy the condition. As an example, we have an EMP relation here. Check that we have employee ID, which is primary key. Obviously, you can see that employee ID is not repeated at all. We have employee name, then salary, and department ID, the department number in which the employees are working. Now just imagine we want from this table, we want to select the employees who work in department number 1. Currently, we are seeing the employees working in all the departments one after the other. So the select operation will be select from EMP table or EMP relation only those employees where DEPT underscore ID, this field or this particular attribute has value 1. So as you can see that there are around 8 rows in the EMP table, and the rows which satisfy this condition is only where the department ID is 1. So only the 3 rows which I have marked will get selected or filtered out, and the output given by this particular relational algebra expression will be 100, 101 and 105. Only these 3 employees will be displayed. Another example is select employees who work in department ID 1 or department ID 2. So we will have to say select those employees where DPT underscore ID is 1 or DPT underscore ID is 2 from EMP table. So those employees where either department ID is 1 or department ID is 2 will get selected. Any of the two can be true for a particular employee. So as you can see, those employees who work in department number 1 or 2 are selected, whereas the employees who work in department number 3 are not selected. These employees were not selected in the output. As another example, we want to view those employees whose salary is greater than 70,000. So the select operation will be select the employees where the salary field is having a value greater than 70,000, but this query or this predicate has to run on the EMP table. So as you can see, those employees whose salary is greater than 70,000 have been selected. As another example, we want to select employees whose salary is between 70,000 and 80,000. That means salary has to be greater than 70,000 but less than 80,000 and both inclusive, because it is written that between 70 and 80,000. So we will write this relational algebra expression as select only those employees where salary is greater than or equal to 70,000 and salary is less than or equal to 80,000 from EMP table. So as you can see, only those employees whose salary is between 70,000 and 80,000 have been selected, and there is only one such employee. So that is a general grammar or general method of using the select operation. And what it does is it selects only the rows which satisfy the given condition. Now there is another operation called project operation. Let's understand that. Consider this pi. This is called as project operation. Many times what we have to do is, suppose we have EMP ID in our table, EMP name in our table, there is an underscore here, salary and department ID. Let's say I'm not drawing the values, I'm not writing the values. Imagine some values in the rows. But this is our EMP table. This table is named as EMP or relation is EMP. Many times what happens is we don't want to we see all the four columns. See, there are four columns, isn't it? We don't want to see this, all four columns, but in our output, we just want to see the first two columns, let's say EMP ID and EMP name. So suppose somebody tells you that display only EMP ID and EMP name of all the employees. Then comes the project operation. Now project operation is written as project only EMP ID, comma EMP name from the relation EMP. So the result of this is all the rows will be shown, definitely. Entire relation EMP will be shown, but all the columns will not be shown. Only employee ID and employee name will be shown. Isn't it so? Like what if we want to show only display only employee name and salary? Let's say that means second and the third column has to be displayed. Then the project operation will be project employee name comma salary from EMP relation. So definitely all the rows will be displayed, but all columns will not be displayed. Only EMP name and salary will be displayed. So that is how project operation works. Now I will write one relational algebra expression and let's understand what it means. Let's say I write select department ID equal to 1 from EMP relation, and let's say I put one more bracket to this and I write project EMP ID comma EMP name, let's say. So what we are doing is that this bracket, inner bracket will be solved first and it will give us only those employees whose department ID is 1. Isn't it so? Now please try to understand. The result of this bracket here is a new relation. You can call it as a temporary relation or temporary table. And this temporary relation or temporary table is of course having only those employees where department ID is 1. But don't forget, it has all the columns. So what we are doing is this relation, which contains only those employees whose department ID is 1, is given to the project operator. And the project operator will simply take out only two columns from this relation and display the answer. So if you run this particular relational algebra on our expression on our table here, just check this table. I'll clean the slate now. Just check it. I will rewrite the expression over here. The expression was select department ID equal to 1 from EMP relation. But after doing that, whatever relation you get, whatever temporary relation you get, project only EMP ID and EMP name. What do you say? Now the result over here will be only EMP ID and EMP name, correct? And we will get employee number 100 because that person works in department ID 1, and we will get 101, and we will get, I think, 105. And the names, as you see, Samir, Sagar, and Veena. So what has happened actually, when this inner expression executed, we got this entire row with all the columns in our answer. This second row also we got, all the columns we got, and this row where, oh, I think Seema is the name. Okay, fine. Okay. 3 rows were selected, isn't it, by the select operation. But then what project did is that it took the cut among the columns. Instead of displaying all the 4 columns, it has displayed only the first 2 columns from the result. So that is what is the project operation. Project operation can be combined along with select operation, because select operation selects the entire row with all the columns. Project can really project only those things which we want to see. In the next video, we will see some more operators used in relational algebra, and we will try to solve some gate questions also. Thank you very much.